I don't think you realize just how good an opportunity crypto is on a day like today. With altcoin sentiment at absolute rock bottom lows and Bitcoin now putting in a key bounce on this ascending triangle pattern, we are about to see confidence returning into the market. And that means that the altcoins that are at heavy discounts right now are soon going to be starting to change. And things are about to get very much more exciting. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get into today's video. Now, guys, slightly different backdrop today. Why? Because I haven't got too much to show you, but I've just got some really important things to tell you. Now, I know that in the comments down below, you're going to have people saying, this bull market is over. Altcoins are a scam, that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And those guys, I appreciate, got into crypto in December, and they've only ever experienced downside action, of course. They've been told that the market's going to be in a bull market, things are going to get better. Of course they think crypto is a scam. I've seen it before. It happened in the last bull market. It happened last year. We've seen it happen so many times already. But guys, Bitcoin right now is at $96,300. You're all heavily exposed to altcoins, as I am. And yes, it feels painful and whatever else. But crypto as a whole is a confidence game. Whenever Bitcoin is going sideways or down, confidence leaves the altcoins. As soon as Bitcoin shows signs of showing strength and starting to move towards the upside, guess what? Eventually that confidence returns to the altcoins. It doesn't happen immediately, which is why we have that amazing opportunity period where we can see that the move for Bitcoin is coming. And this means that altcoins still remain at discount. Now, why is this so important for Bitcoin that it's putting in this higher low? Well, guys, every time Bitcoin is getting pushed down, people are trying to sell it off. The bears are trying to get rid of it. Okay, they're trying to drive the price lower and lower. But guess what? They only have the ability to do that until the buying pressure becomes too much. And because of these higher lows, it means that that buying pressure is coming higher every time. So every time the buying pressure is coming up higher and higher, we get higher lows. We now have an ascending triangle pattern. This is indicating that if Bitcoin can close today somewhere around $97,000, we're going to end up with a very bullish pattern on the short term for Bitcoin, which would likely indicate that Bitcoin is ready to move back towards the highs that it seemed previously. Now, it doesn't have to happen in a single day. It's unlikely to. But if this creeps up and creeps up and creeps up, it's going to catch people off guard because people are so focused in to the 5-minute chart of this meme coin and that meme coin and this tiny market cap altcoin that they're not even going to realize that Bitcoin is going to slowly make its way back up here. And confidence will slowly return to the market, and eventually Bitcoin will break higher, and guess what? The altcoins will suddenly rally aggressively with it. Right now, you have the most perfect opportunity, because guess what? Everyone thinks altcoin season's never going to happen. And what happens in crypto time and time again, when everyone is saying something, typically the opposite happens. So how do we know altcoin season is going to happen? How do we know that retailers haven't lost confidence in the crypto market? And how do we know that there's not too many coins and all this? Well, guys, this is what happens. As soon as the market pumps up again, okay, we get Bitcoin back at all-time highs and beyond, all of those people who lost all their money and said that crypto's a scam or whatever, they're going to be back, as they always are. They're going to be like, okay, maybe I've changed my mind. They're going to start aping into the market again when the highs are in. And then they lose more money and they say it's a scam again. Right now, you have the opportunity not to be like those guys who are getting out the market saying it's a scam when the prices are down, and they get back in the market when the prices are high and they wonder why they think it's a scam. Okay, right now you have to just do the opposite of what everyone else is doing and understand that the sentiment is absolute rock bottom for a reason. Markets reset, calm down before they move on. Global liquidity index is starting to rise slowly in the background. We don't need to see QE coming out of the US. It would be good, it would help crypto, but we don't need to see it. We're going to see liquidity flowing into the markets. It's going to come from China, it's going to come from Europe, it's going to come from everywhere. And eventually it will come from the US. Then we're going to have the crazy bull market ahead of us. But Bitcoin will lead the charge. It will bring more liquidity, more excitement, and more confidence back into the market. Everyone will then start buying altcoins like they always do. And this happens again. If you were back in the markets back in August, you might be feeling in exactly the same way that you were back then. The altcoins that have strong utility, that have good teams behind them, that are well designed and they're working towards key narratives and things like that, they will do well. They have been decimated, some of them, 80, 90% to the lows. This happened in the last bull market. Solana went down 80%. It went up 163x after this. Mana Decentraland went down 80%. And then it went up 190x after it in 6 months. this is likely to happen again. Not necessarily 190x on every coin, but a lot of the altcoins that are heavily being punished right now are at the best discounts available. Now, guys, I have identified today the set of coins, the altcoins out there that I think are the easiest investment in crypto. They couldn't be more obvious. Some of these coins I think have the ability to do 30 to 50x. And I'm going to tell you exactly what they are in my next video, because it's super cold right now. I need to go back inside. I'm going to make this video and I'll probably post it tomorrow. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, notification bell turned on, because many of these altcoins are absolute rock bottoms before they see some of the biggest pumps. And these altcoins, always, this particular narrative that's not really talked about in crypto, are always the top performing coins in the bull markets. So if you want to know exactly what those are and how you can get into them at the cheapest prices, make sure you subscribe to the channel, notification bell turned on. In my opinion, the altcoins, in the short term, you might see some confidence returning to some of the large caps if Bitcoin pushes higher. Some of the small caps might go sideways and not do a huge amount, but eventually when the confidence returns, and it will come sooner rather than you think, many of them are going to be pumping towards the upside. And if you're saying to yourself, well, I need to do like a 3 or 4x for it to go back to me to break even, well, that's why you buy the dip. Because then, if it goes back to where you bought in before, you're then going to be in profits. That's how you actually make money in this game. Now, in my opinion, Bitcoin, if it continues to hold these lows and starts to continue to push up higher, then things are going to look exactly as we said, and this ascending triangle pattern will play out. Keep very close eye on this ascending triangle, because this tells us exactly what will be happening in the wider crypto markets. And you shouldn't focus too closely on your altcoin changes from day to day, because who knows what's going to happen. But in the long run, as soon as Bitcoin establishes more confidence in the market, altcoins are going to be fine. Trust me. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. I hope you have a great day, great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.